Hey guys, welcome back. We are still at these three houses in the woods, which I absolutely love. I want to finish the porch here before we move on. I don't think it'll be too bad. There's not a whole lot to do on this porch. So just gonna get this all touched up. Perfect. We can sell that. They want me to buy a couple of things. So a doorbell, that makes sense. We'll put that right there. A couple of chairs and a telescope. I think I'm going to unpack the boxes first just to know where I should put those. I also want to open these up because that looks so much nicer open. Oh, just the one plant? Okay. Two plants here, it looks like. All right, we'll shuffle this one over a little bit, and then we'll shuffle this one over a little bit. That looks cute. I like that. What do we have over here? Is there a picture for here? There is. Okay, so they do want... Can I not? I can't put this anywhere. They do want the telescope over there and the chairs over here. That makes sense. And then I guess we're just going to put some things on this table here. There we go. That looks good. So a chair right here. Should we angle it a little bit? I don't think we're going to. I think that looks nice. And a telescope right over here. Maybe you can, I don't know, look out and see something. That looks good. And that is it for this porch. Okay. I want to set this up right. There's a lot of flower pots that have been tipped over. So we're going to have to walk around and just set up flower pots again. And I broke this. And I don't know how to fix it. So I don't know what to do about that. We can put one back here. Maybe right there. And then this one is broken. So maybe we'll find a different place for that. Not really sure what to do there. This plant came completely out of this pot. Let's put that back. It's upset about being there, apparently. Okay, there we go. All right. Roof covering inside if you accidentally sold the bedroom. There is more. Okay, good to know. We haven't even cleaned this at all. Let's clean the outside. So 3, 1... One stain. Where? Is it on the door? It is on the door. Okay. All right, let's go on inside here. I think this is going to be super cute. There are pictures up here, so that is good. Gonna need this. Gonna need this. Gonna need this. And do we have any paint? We have 2 colors of paint. Okay. So what are we doing here? So green up here. Okay, I can do that. Let's get that all painted. Make sure we don't miss any triangles. There we go. Perfect. And then same on the other side. Same on the other side. Green is... Oh, it's already up there. Okay, and then the white everywhere else. We can do that. Let's go ahead and get this up here. Oh, it jumped me out of it. That was strange. Okay, apparently I went too far. I don't know. It's always kind of weird when it does that, because what do you want from me? You know? All right, and then we'll get this side all the way over, if it'll let us. It appears like it's fine with it this time. Okay. It's a little strange, but... All right. And then for that stairway down, that wall does stay the same color. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this just so it's already done. And then we don't have to worry about it in the future. Okay. Looks like this is going to be our floor. All right. We can go ahead and get that down. Roof covering inside. Okay. Okay, so they do want us to use that for the ceiling in here. That makes sense. Glad they gave that to us. And what is that wall? That wall is tile. And it does look like that goes all the way down, right? Looks that way. So we'll just go ahead and do... Then what happens here? Genuinely not sure. So just gonna put that there. Maybe we can look at this. Okay, so it does look like it goes to there. Okay, and we are putting in a wall there. So that makes sense. Make the stairs closed. Okay, don't know what that means yet. But sure. I feel like this white should also be on the back of the stairs. Maybe I'm crazy for that, but that feels like the correct choice. Make the stairs closed. Open A, closed. Okay. And this one is also going to be closed. I think that one's supposed to be closed, right? Seems that way, yeah. I think. Maybe not. Maybe that one's not supposed to be closed. What's the difference here between A and B? Let's leave it open. A or B or whatever I picked there. I feel like that's fine. Okay, back up here. Ceiling is going to be this one. Okay, that really brightened up the place. All right, and then wallpaper over here. That looks pretty darn good. Okay, now we can sell these. And I believe we can sell those. Not sure if I should have done that. I want to put this somewhere that I can actually see it. Can I put it here? No. Okay. So, what are we doing here? There's a box up here. Is there a light switch? Okay, let's turn the lights on. That helps. And I like how the vines actually do cast shadows. That's pretty darn cool. Is that supposed to go there? Yes. Okay, and then another one right here. And that looks amazing. How cute is that? Gonna put this all the way across. That looks great. Okay, bed, I believe, goes right here. It's being a little difficult. All right, that's as close as we can put it. I want to go back to snap to grid. Okay, that is where the bed goes. Okay, and then this goes over here, which is a bit of an odd placement, I think, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, got that there, and that's going to have the little footstool under it. Right there. Perfect. Okay, these go on either side of the bed. Gonna have to move these boxes first. Let's just get them out of the way just a little bit. There we go. Then we can put these in. Okay, and that's super cute. All right. There we go. And then we can put the things on top. All right, a book and some glasses. That's kind of adorable, actually. And then an alarm clock. And a vase. And a flower in the vase. Okay. Not what I'm trying to do. Now I can sell those. I do not want to mow the yard. What is happening today? Still wants me to sell. Oh, it's the pictures. Okay. That's fine. What goes there? A lamp. Okay. Lamp. Right here. We can turn that on. And plant pot. Right here, I believe. With the tree. That is really cute. Okay. And what else do we have? Where does this other plant pot go? Where does this go? Oh, in the middle. Right here. Gonna just get it lined up. And turn it on. Okay. That's looking adorable. Where does this one go? On either side of the mirror, I think. So one there and one here. And then we'll put 2 succulents in. So 1 and 2. And then the carpet, can't see a thing, goes under the bed. All right. We can do that. So that's going to go to there. And then we'll bring it out to like there, I guess. Does that feel right? I guess it could come out a little further. That looks good. I like that. Okay, now where are the things for the dressing table? Are those like down here? Yes. Okay, so let's grab this whole shelf and bring it up. I don't think it brought everything. I think it left a whole... Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We can bring that up. Gonna take a minute, obviously, but that's fine. And I don't think we're putting it back on the correct order, but, you know, it's better than not having it at all. So, can I get this to line up? Why won't that sit nicely? Okay, it's angry about something. That's fine. And then a bunch of small things. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try to sprint because this is going to take forever if I don't. Okay, this little thing can go right there. All right, this little thing can go right nowhere. Right there, I guess. What else do we have? 3 more things. Okay, so 1, 2, I think that's it. 1, 2, and then the last one right here. Okay. And we've kind of run out of room for that, so we're just going to leave it right there. But I think that is the bedroom all done. Yeah, looks done to me, so we can go ahead and sell that. That is super cute and cozy. I love that. Okay. All right. Now what are we doing here? What does this say? Shelf and decor. All right. We'll just kind of shuffle everything over for right now because I don't know where it goes yet, and we need to build a wall here. Is it because I'm standing on it? What's happening? Okay. So let's get this wall in. Might have to move this box over a little bit more. Okay, what's it upset about now? Let's move this. Let's move this. Okay, it's still labeled. And let's get this wall up. So that's going to go all the way up. Here we go. Almost there. And then we can do this little entryway. Okay, what else are we walling? I think it's further in. Yeah, it has to be. Okay. Doorway right there. That looks great. Love that. Is there a picture in here? There is, thank goodness. Okay, so we need paint. We need floor. We need wallpaper. And we need terracotta tiles. Okay, so the floor definitely continues from outside. And then it looks like it continues as the floor, so that's pretty straightforward. I like that. I feel like we can go over the threshold. I think it's going to be the same throughout. Where does this tile go, though? Maybe on the ceiling? Kind of looks like it goes on the ceiling. Yeah, that has to be right. Okay, and then the rest is wallpaper, which we are going to get right on the walls here. Okie doke, and then up, and then across. I think we're going to be painting above it, so not too worried about messing up at all. But we haven't messed up yet, so that's pretty good. And then painting everywhere else. Okay, so across there. I know we don't have to paint behind where the trim is going to go, but I'm just going to do it just because our paint roller fits there. Oh, gosh. Autosave lag almost messed us up there. All right, now we can get rid of all of those. This, I believe, goes on the ceiling, yes. So right across there. Okay, I can corner these up. I thought it was going to leave a strange little corner, but no, they've actually made it so that you can make 90-degree corners with those. Love that. Okay, and then the big trim. Genuinely can't tell where that goes. And what is this one? This is a smaller trim. Okay, what am I doing here? So that's done. What trim is this? That looks like the smaller trim, so then I guess the bigger one would go on the floor. Should I put this above or below? Does it matter? Looks like it goes below the window, so we're gonna go like this, and that, and that, and this whole length across there, and then this other side of the window. Okay, and this looks like it goes down here. That looks terrible and I don't like it. Okay. So let's get that flipped the right side up. 1, 2, and 3. This box is in the way. All right, let's try again. What's in the way now? Is it this sign? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now let's put this down. There we go, and we'll hang the curtain while we're thinking about it. How far up does this have to go? To there? Okay. Now what? This is gonna go... Okay, hang on. This is in the way. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Shelf and decor, not sure where that goes yet. Painting, not sure where that goes yet. Dead plant, that's not great. Can I sell this plant? Why can't I sell this plant? We're just going to set it outside. Because I don't know. And this only wants to sit on the ground. Okay. I guess we could move things out. All right, so this is going to go right here. Okay. And then 2 ceiling lights. We'll put those in the middle if we can. It doesn't want it to go in the middle, apparently, even on precise placement. Okay, so we'll put them as close to the middle as we can, I guess. And then a light switch right here by the door. Okay. One of these on either side. That is super duper cute. With 2 bushes, so a bush there, and then we'll spin it so it looks different. Kind of looks symmetrical. Let's spin it a little bit more. I don't know. That feels right. Okay. We've got some keys for the little key hooks. That makes sense. Little rug goes on the floor. Can't put it there because of that. I don't think this goes in here. I don't think this goes in here. We'll keep the sign with it, and we'll keep the sign with the painting. 'Cause yeah, not sure on that one. Okay. Rug right here. Don't want to make it too big. Just a nice little rug when you come in. That feels good. Okay, need to move this over because the mirror is going to go here-ish. Maybe we should move it over a little bit. There feels good. Okay. What do they mean shelf and decor? Is that for on top of the... It's got to be for on top there, right? Let's see. Let's put this somewhere that we can put the decor on it. Okay, does that go on top of there? It does. All right, gonna put that right there. Handbag. That's a large handbag. It goes right in the back. And elephant right here in the front, I believe. Yes. Could probably scoot this over a little bit so it's a little more centered. Okay, that feels good. And then we can pop that. I don't know how I'm supposed to get it up here. Other than moving this and then bringing this down and then putting this back. Okay, that works. So that is this room all done. As far as I know, it looks pretty good. I like it. Okay. 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 We got a lot of things going on here. Does this wall go all the way across? It looks like it does. Why? Why are you angry? Hello? Change style? Maybe I am supposed to make it closed. Okay. But maybe I'm not, though, because aren't we, like, squeezing a bathroom under there? No, we're not. The bathroom's going to go here. Okay. I get it. So this can go to there, and then we'll have to do a shorter wall section because that stair is there, so it's being a little difficult. Which is doable. We can still work with that. Okay, and then we'll bring this up. And then we need to fill in this little gap. Okay, and then this little gap. Bring that all the way up. All right, that's looking good. What is this? Do we need this? Yes, we do need this. Okay. So that's what we're looking at here. Painting, is that the one for... yes, that is the one that is going to go right... Where? Right here at the bottom. Okay, that's a strange choice, but we'll go with it. And then we're going to grab some of this. We're going to grab some of this. We're going to grab some of this. We're going to squeeze it all into this tiny room with ourselves. We're going to get the doorway in. Okay, so we are going to paint. Looks like it's the same color as upstairs, so I guess really we could have kept that, but we didn't, so that's fine. Just gonna paint all of this. Should I paint that as well? It looks like I should. All right, and then gonna come all the way down, all the way around, and then get this as well. Okay, weird wall. Gonna paint that, and the tiles were for here, which we already did. And this is gonna be our floor. Okay, want to get all the little corners there. Don't know if that's gonna continue that way, but I feel like it might. We can sell those. This is the ficus. Okay. And I know that goes right in there. That looks lovely there. I love that. Okay. And we also placed the painting, so we can sell that. I don't know where these go yet, but not here, apparently. Gonna put this right over the door. Don't know why. That's just where they want it. And then this is going to be a baseboard trim. It says we want 4 of them, but there's more walls than 4, so we're going to put however many we need. Looks like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And yeah, I believe that is all done. Okay. So we can sell that. And then we can come on in here, which we are also going to wall off. Gonna do that little spot. Gonna do this. Here we go. Gonna build this all the way up. We are really making this a little cozy space, aren't we? I would be kind of scared to put this many walls. It might make it feel kind of like claustrophobic, but I don't know. I think it's just making it pretty darn cozy, and I'm okay with that. There we go. And then, what am I stuck on? A bench? Okay. This is going to come all the way up. Autosave lag. There we go. And then this is going to come all the way across. I'm assuming it'll look nice with the cabinets. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so that's all of the building. Do we have a door for here? We do. Does it go that way around? I can't tell. Looks like it's supposed to go this way. Is it supposed to open out? That feels kind of close. But that's fine. All right, let's go in here. So these are gonna go... Okay. And then over and then down. That seems right. Okay, and then the next one is going to go here and over and down. Okay. That feels a little strange, but I think I'm okay with it. Let's go ahead and grab our paint. And this tile, and this, and this. Oh my gosh, there's so many surfaces in here. Okay, so this goes on here. That makes sense. And then the smaller tile goes on this wall. Okay, all the way to the floor. Looks like it. All right, and then the bigger tile goes on the floor. Okay, and then, yeah, and then the wood trim goes all the way around the bottom. Okay, that's super cute. Love that. And then I assume we're going to paint everything else. Kind of looks that way. So let's just get that painted. And then around the door, going to get that all painted up. What are we doing with this? Oh, because it's the stair, so that's definitely supposed to be painted. Okay. We can do that. Not a problem. I'm going to use a small roller here, just so we don't mess up that tile at all. Okay, and then across here. There we go. Okay, so that's all of the surfaces done. That was easier than expected. This one goes along the bottom, looks like. Okay, so 1, 2, is it go in the shower as well? I can't tell, but I feel like it should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then 1, 2. This does not go through the shower. 3, 4, 5. Okay. And let's make sure the shower fits. It does. And we've put the picture inside the shower. Okay. So that looks cute. Our vanity goes right here. Okay. Where does our light go? It doesn't really say. So I think we're just going to put it in the middle-ish. All right. And we'll put our light switch over here. We'll put our mirror over the sink. Want to leave a little gap there. It looks weird if you don't. Okay, toilet goes here. Let's get that spun around. Okay. Toilet paper holder. They've put it over here. I'm okay with that. I'm afraid it might get a little wet when you shower, but that's fine. That's a risk they are willing to take. So, oh, they didn't even finish that in this picture. They did up here, but they did not down here. Okay, how strange. Candle right there. We'll go ahead and light that. Why not? Which side did they put the soap on? I feel like it makes a difference. In these small spaces, it makes a difference where you actually put things. Or otherwise it'll feel pretty cramped. So, want to avoid that if we can. Okay, can I hide this under there? I can. Okay. Looks like all we're missing is the hairbrush, which we're just going to put right there, and this plant, which is going to go behind the toilet. But we're going to put it right here to get it situated. I hope it counts me as buying those when I move it in there. Does it? No. Okay. How strange. Okay. And then all we have left is to sell the picture, which we did. So that's really cute and pretty spacious for such a small area. I like that. Are we not putting a doorway here? We are not. Okay, not sure where that goes yet. Not sure where any of this goes yet. Not sure what this is. Oh, it's a curtain. We'll wait on that for a second. Let's go ahead and buy these surfaces. So the brick, the wallpaper, and the tiles. Okay. Now where are our pictures? Because we are desperately going to need these. Okay. Let's look at the hallway first. So this is definitely going to be our ceiling, which I think looks lovely. All right, let's get that all the way across. Across there, across here, all the way down the hall. All right. And then wallpaper on this whole wall certainly looks that way. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get that up. There we go. Across here. There we go. Thought I went through the door frame there, but I did not. Now where does the brick go? Just behind there, I think. Let's pull another picture down and look. Yeah, looks like it's just this wall, right? Oh, and behind that one. Okay. So that's going to go here and here, which I think is a great choice. Love that. And then this, of course, is going to be our floor. All right, which has carried through this entire build, which I actually really appreciate. Other than the bathroom. The bathroom was different. But I just think it makes it look so nice when the floor carries through like that, especially in a small space. Because sometimes a lot of different surfaces will get kind of overwhelming when every room is a different texture and feel. I don't know. I just kind of like that this one's very cohesive in the way that they did that. All right, paint all the way down there. Paint up here. Across there. Where else am I painting? All of this. All of this. Probably need to grab some more paint so we can get this wall as well as this wall. I think we can do it all in one go. Okay. Weird that there was a painted spot there, but that's fine. Okay. So that means we can sell all of these. Okay. And then what are we doing here? Okay, hanging pot and plant. That goes on the wall, it looks like. All right, with the plant. Love that. I also love that we have a lot of plants in this one. That's pretty nice. Is that where that goes? It looks like it. Okay. Yeah, that seems right. Oh, the trim. Does this go around the whole thing? Kind of looks like it. How many am I supposed to have? 9. So let's count. So 1, 2. Oh gosh, that's in the way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that worked out really well. Okay. This little table's going to go between the 2 benches. Curtains and pillows. Not sure what to do with that yet. So I want to get this bench down though. Is there a reason that one bench is white and one bench is wood? Or should I make those the same? I kind of want to make them the same. So, what if I just do that? Yeah, that feels right. Okay, I'm fine with that. I know that's not exactly what they said, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, so that does stay there. Looks like our refrigerator is going to go right here. Okay. Followed by a 3-drawer cabinet. Okay. This is not... Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. And then a corner cabinet right there. And then our little sink right here. Where do the curtains and pillows go? Maybe we should do that. Okay. So it definitely goes on these. Okay, that's super cozy. Love that. And then this is going to go right up there. Then we can sell that. Okay. What comes after the sink looks like... it looks like this cabinet. Because there is a little gap there. And then the oven. Alright. And then this one. Right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And then over here, how are we doing this? Up here, I think. Let's pull this down and see if we can get this cabinet to fit. Okay, so we can. And this, I assume, goes on that shelf. Let's see. That's really stinking cute. That's really stinking cute. And that is also really stinking cute. Love that. Okay, and then here we'll get some books. And a timer. Okay, that looks good. And then looks like we've got 3 of these just across here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then the corner one, I'm assuming. Maybe I should double check that. It doesn't want to go here. Why does it not want to go there? We didn't leave any weird gaps, right? Yeah, that's definitely where that goes. Okay, what if we move this? Then can we fit that? Yes. Okay, this has become weird. All right. Now that doesn't fit. Is this like all off of the wall just a hair? It is. All right, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's get that fixed. That's why we try to stay on Snap to Grid. What are we doing over here? So another glass cabinet. And then just a regular cabinet. Okay. So that one, and then this one. That is super duper cute. Love that. Oh, the little plant tray. I see where it goes now. It goes in that little corner. Okay. So, like, should we put it this way around? Probably. That is super duper cute. Okay. Love that. This is going to go right here. We should probably bring that up a bit. Looks a bit ridiculous that far down. We'll put this right on top. Okie doke. Where's that little picture? I see where that goes now. It goes right here, I think. Yes. Now where does the breakfast ideas picture go? Because that has to go in here, right? It goes in the hallway. Okay, over here. All right, we can do that. Not a single problem with that. Is that where it goes? Yes. Okay. All right, this one looks like it just kind of goes in the middle of the room, which is fine. And then these two, looks like they just go in the hallway. So one here, one here. Maybe we can move this over a little bit so it's more centered. Okay, that feels good. I like that. These are probably curtains, yes. So one right there, one right here, one right there. Is that off-centered? I don't think it is. It just looks it. Yeah, because it lines up right there. Okay. Okay. Light switch. Where did we put that? Is that at the end of the hallway? Looks like it is. Okie doke. This looks like the one is going to go. Okay. Or it's angry. But that's where it looks like it's supposed to go. That one's bigger. Okay. Okay. Fridge magnet. Okay. Candle. Right here. Can I center this better? My goodness. Okay. Blender. Where did we tuck a blender? I guess it just goes in a cabinet. Looks like it was this one. There we go. Soap dispenser right here by the soap. Where does the little rug go? Hello. All right, little rug right here. I should probably make this little seating area take up less real estate. Yeah, we should probably scoot this in a little bit. You can scoot it out when you use it, obviously. Okay, that looks cute. Okay, couple of plant pots. Where are we going to put those? On either side of the sink area. So, what if we scoot this over? And then what if we just put both of these right here? Because I don't feel like fighting with the windowsill so much. So we'll put one right there and one right there. And that looks pretty good. This is supposed to go here. And I don't know how to make it do that. So what are we doing here? Okay. Let's see. So this red viney thing definitely goes over here. We should scoot this over to like there. This thing definitely goes over here. Where does this go? Gosh. It's kind of difficult to tell. Was there any in the kitchen? No? Okay. We can rotate it that way. I don't know if that's helpful in any way. Oh my gosh, now it fits. Okay. And then the second one looked like it went there, right? Where is this picture? Okay, that looks right. And then there's supposed to be a long drapey thing. Maybe we'll put that one there, and then we'll scoot this one that we can't grab anymore. We'll scoot this one over. Okay, and then this can go right there. And then this can just go across the top also. Because we can. I don't know where they got that long drapey one. But I think it looks fine. I think it's cute. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And I believe that's everything in this room. So we can sell this, and look how cute this is. And we've gotten the entire interior of this house done. So, I don't know what to do with this plant. Like, genuinely don't know what to do with this plant. It also says I've missed 2 trash, which could be anywhere, I guess. Let's briefly look and see if we can find it. It's starting to get dark, so that kind of makes the trash highlight a little bit better. Or maybe it's this time all the time. I don't know. Just looking for... Is that trash? No. And that's not trash. All of these pots need to be set back up. My goodness. Let's get these going. So one right there. One right here. That's super cute. Love that. Let's set this back up. Let's set that back up. This one. This one. Oh my goodness. What are we painting? Oh, I probably have to do the outside of that house, don't I? Okay, am I selling these? Oh, I see. I see now. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna sell that. Can't sell that. That's so bothersome. I'm gonna hide it behind the tree and pretend it's not happening. We do have some boxes to unpack. Can I fit this directly between these two? Because that would be pretty cute. Apparently not. We'll put it right there. With whatever that is, some kind of a speaker. That is super duper cute. Okay, we've got a box here. Am I supposed to like do something with these or no? Okay. Should probably move this first, and then let's get this street lamp up. That is not perfectly centered, and it definitely needs to be. There we go. That's cute. I've got another box over here. Looks like another street light. Adorable. Love that. A lot, actually. I can't fix this, so I don't know what to do. Let's move a bird bath over here. That'll be cute. And then we'll set this pot back up because that fell over. We'll hide this. We will hide this, I don't know, like back here somewhere. I'm stuck. But I definitely want to hide this. Can I put it under that? No. We'll put it over here and pretend it's not there, okay? That's what we're going to do with that. Yeah. I know that's not what they had in mind, but I broke it and I can't fix it. So it's going to remain broken. I think we can sell this. Yes. We're putting another street light here. Okie doke, that's cute. Another one here. I love these. Did not know these existed, actually. Super cute. What am I painting and where is the trash? Oh, is this trash? Oh my goodness, then what am I painting? Does anybody see what I'm painting? And yes, the grass lives its own life. I couldn't adjust it, so if you want, you can mow it. I do not wish to mow it. I want to leave it wild. I think it's cute. Didn't see this at all. Hello and welcome to Golden Hour. This is the time after sunrise. Oh, I did see this. I did see this. So let's sell those. And then apparently we have one more thing to sell, which is a sign somewhere. Okay. Ooh, a nice bench. Let's move this box out of the way so we can get this bench placed nicely. With a little trash can. Love that. That's really cute. Okay. Oh, and a street light here. Okay. Right there. Perfect. What goes here? Trash bin. Love that. It's nice and tucked out of the way. Can I pull it forward a little bit? Why is it so upset? Okay. Garden swing. Alright, I'm assuming that's going to go right here at the end of this path. That is really stinking cute. I believe there's only one pillow. Got another street lamp. We can get that up here. Okay. And then we've got to clean this. Alright, not sure how we didn't clean that before. I'm assuming whatever is in here is going to go on this, which is going to be super duper cute. Yep, absolutely being super duper cute. And then a smaller one right there. with some flowers. That's actually really adorable. All right. Love that. Let's do the same over here. So we've got a little pot and a flower and a bigger pot that doesn't want to go in the middle there with the tree and a medium-sized pot. Okay, that's really cute. What do we have in here? Oh, a little barbecue. That's adorable right there. Okay. Can I just pick up this whole thing? I can. Great. Love that. So, we want a little table. Should I push all this back really far, you think? Maybe I should, just to give extra space to everything. So let's put one there. And we'll put one here. And then we'll scoot this table up. That feels good. Okay, coffee table. I think we're going to put it this way? I don't know. And then we'll put this right on top. Okay, with a little lantern for light. 2 pillows. So we'll put one there, one here. And a chess set. Okay, so we need to scoot all this over. Let's move this. Hang on. Let's move the lamp to the end. Let's move this to this end. And let's put the chessboard right in the middle. I feel like I was supposed to face those towards each other, but I didn't. And that's that area done. I believe this is our last box to unpack, which is, no surprise that it's a street lamp. Okay, and I'm supposed to paint something. What am I supposed to paint? It should be highlighted, whatever it is. Oh, back here. Okay, let's see if this finishes that. It should. And it did. Okay. So guys, we have done every single part of this job. We did mess these up a little bit, but I can't fix them. So that's a little awkward. But I love this. This is like the cutest little community. And I think we got all the pots right side up. And I'm so very pleased with this whole situation here. This is absolutely adorable. I love this. And there's this nice little community space here. Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased with this. I don't know which one's my favorite. Probably this one. I mean, look at it. That's absolutely adorable. Trying to find a nice angle where the sun isn't directly in our eyeballs. But yeah, that was super cute, and I absolutely loved this job. It was a bigger job than I feel like I've taken on before, with it being 3 separate houses. But I really enjoyed this job, and I hope to do some more bigger jobs again in the future. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know how you think it turned out. Would you like to live here? Because I would move in today. Like, that would be amazing. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. But I hope you did have... I hope you enjoyed. I hope you did have. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you do have a really good rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!